subject, fourth lesson, atmosphere. In the previous session, I have completed some topics, and once you all recollect those, and I'll also repeat for you all. And atmosphere, I said you the meaning of atmosphere, and when we'll be taking breath in, the oxygen will take, and when we'll breathe out, the carbon dioxide will come out. And without air, we cannot live in this world. Okay. And next topic is structure of atmosphere. There are two types of structures of atmosphere. Both layers, those are called as homosphere and heterosphere. Today I am going to teach about the topics. First one is homosphere. Take down page number 38. Homosphere extends up to a height of 90 kilometers. It consists of three layers: troposphere, stratosphere and mesosphere. It is characterized by uniformity in composition of gases like nitrogen, oxygen, argon and carbon dioxide. Homosphere will take three parts. Okay. Homosphere consists of three layers. First one is troposphere. Second one is stratosphere. Third one is mesosphere. And it takes extents of 90 kilometers. Homosphere will take 90 kilometers high, okay, and it extends about 90 kilometers. And this three parts layers, it will be take gases like nitrogen, oxygen, argon and carbon dioxide. These four parts are very important in the homosphere. And heterosphere, okay, this is the second one. Heterosphere. The layer above 90 kilometers of homosphere is called heterosphere. Okay. This 90 kilometers of homosphere is called as heterosphere. And it has a heterogeneous composition, and hence the name heterosphere. It has two layers called thermosphere and exosphere. And it has two layers. The heterosphere has two layers, and the first layer is thermosphere and second one is exosphere. Okay, you understood now? Homosphere, it extends up to the 90 kilometers high, and it consists of three layers. That is, first one troposphere, second one is stratosphere, third one is mesosphere. And in this three, it takes the gases like oxygen, argon and etc. And those are the three major important gases like nitrogen, oxygen, argon and carbon dioxide. Next, heterosphere. Heterosphere means it takes the 90 kilometers height of homosphere is called as heterosphere, and heterosphere has two layers. First one is thermosphere and second one is exosphere. And atmosphere can also be divided into various layers based on density and temperature. Okay, take down the page number 38 and see this picture once. Structure of the atmosphere. See, I can see here they have given the sea level, which is there in blue color. That is sea level, and planetary boundary layer. This layer is called as planetary boundary layer. And next, up to the parachute jump. Okay, when the parachute jump will be here. And next, commercial aircraft and supersonic plane. And next, increasing, which is there in the red in color. It is increasing part. And next, spacecraft and satellite. See, this is the kilometers from Earth to the sky, and they have given called to exosphere. And finally you can see the satellite. In this right side picture you can observe the, keep your book like this, and you can see ozone sphere and homosphere, and this is called as the Mount Everest, ozone layer and meters. It has given in the briefly they have given you in the picture. Read carefully and easily you can get the things which I am going to say. And let us see the troposphere. How much kilometers it will be there? Troposphere up to 15 kilometers. Troposphere is the lowermost layer of the atmosphere. Its average height is 13 kilometers and extends roughly to a height of 8 kilometers near the poles and about 18 kilometers at the equator. Thickness of the troposphere is greatest at the equator because heat is transported to greater heights by strong convectional currents. It takes troposphere takes 13 kilometers and to 8 kilometers near the poles. Hardly troposphere takes 8 kilometers and from the poles it takes, from the pole it takes 8 kilometer. 8 kilometer and from about 18 kilometers at the equator. Equator it takes 18 kilometers. Okay, and next, thickness of the troposphere greatest at the equator because heat is transported to greater heights by the strong convectional currents. Okay, the troposphere takes its very heat and it is very visible to Earth. It is the first troposphere is very near to the Earth. Next, it contains about 75% of the total gaseous mass of the atmosphere and particularly all the moisture and dust particles. The entire weather phenomenon happens in the sphere. The temperature in this layer decreases as we go higher, which is known as normal lapse rate. Condensations, evaporations, precipitation, rainfall, cyclones, etc. occur in this layer. Let us see. Okay, it contains, troposphere contains 75 total gaseous, 75% of total gaseous, and it particularly all the moisture and dust particles enter weather phenomenon happens in the sphere. The temperature layer decreases, go higher. The temperature will decreases high, and we go to the higher which is known as normal lapse rate. Underline this line, page number 30 line 39. Second line, the entire weather phenomenon happens in this sphere. The temperature in this layer decreases as we go higher, which is known as normal lapse rate. It is known as normal lapse rate. Okay. And condensations, evaporations, precipitation, rainfall, cyclones, etc. occurs in this layer. These four parts will be occurs in troposphere. Next, stratosphere. This layer extends up to a height of 50 kilometers. This layer is almost free from clouds and associated weather phenomenon, making conditions most ideal for flying jet aircrafts. One important feature of stratosphere is that it contains ozone layer. The temperature increases as there is increase in altitude. See, stratosphere, it takes up to 50 kilometers high and this layer is almost free from clouds. Stratosphere is free from clouds. The aircrafts will be fly in this stratosphere. One important feature of stratosphere is that they contain ozone layer. In the stratosphere, it contains the important part that is called as ozone layer. Next, height of 80 kilometers, and the meteorites burn up as they enter this layer from the space. Temperature starts decreasing with the increase in the altitude. Here, mesosphere, it takes 80 kilometers high from the earth, and it takes burn up as the entire layer. Okay, it burns the entire layer which is there in the mesosphere, and it starts decreasing with the increases in altitude. Increasing in the decreases with that and increases in the altitude. Okay, decreases and increases in the altitude, mesosphere. Next, thermosphere. It extends up to 400 kilometers. In thermosphere, temperature rises rapidly with increase in height. It contains electrically charged particles known as ions. Radio waves transmitted from the earth are reflected back to the earth by these ions. It is known as ionosphere. Listen, ma. This thermosphere is important. Thermosphere, it takes 400 kilometers from earth, and it has reflected back to the earth, and it passes the radio waves. Thermosphere is passes the radio waves, and these are called as electrically charged. Electrically charged is called as ions. Okay, and next, exosphere. It is the uppermost layer of the atmosphere. This is the highest layer and very little known about it. Okay, exosphere is the very highest layer, and we know only little bit about the exosphere. Next topic, pressure belts and planetary winds. Okay, let us see this. Pressure belts and planetary winds. Air pressure. The air around us is composed of gas molecules, very tiny particles. These molecules are constantly pushing each other or any object that comes their way. This push effects they exert together on any object is described as air pressure. Thus, air exerts pressure not only from the top but also from the bottom and all sides of an object that is exposed to air on those sides. Air pressure. I'm sorry. What do you mean by air pressure? Air pressures. The air comes from left side, front side, side by side, back side, each and every place. If I am standing here, the air is coming from my right side and the air is coming from left side of to me, and this is called as air pressure, and the molecules are also constantly pushing each other. Okay, in the air molecules will also push together, and any object that comes in their way, yes or no? If it is coming like this, it will be pushes and goes somewhere else. And next, this push effect they exert together to any object is described as air pressure. The air is coming from this side and this side. The molecules will come and passes like this. That is called as air pressure. The pressure of air increases if there are more molecules present. This usually happens on the surface of the earth as the earth pulls most of the air molecules to its surface due to its gravitational pull. Yes. See, if I catch this chalk piece, if I lift, it falls down. Why? Because the chalk piece is not stay in the air. Yes or no? And we also will be not stay in the air. If an apple is on the tree, the gravitational force. Let us think this is the apple tree, and these are called apples. And fall down. Why? Because the gravitational force is there in the between of air and the earth. However, this changes when the air is heated up. When gas molecules are heated up, usually due to the heating of the earth's surface, they get a lot of energy and start moving very fast. This initially would mean an increase in pressure as they will pull the object more. However, the energized molecules start flying off higher and higher. Remember, they have more energy now to defeat the pull of the earth. When more molecules go to the higher reaches of the atmosphere, the places near the earth will have less of them. This means less pushing around or less pressure. See, some of the height. Let us think. Till here, we are staying. If you go up little bit like 500 kilometers or 1000 kilometers up, we can't live on the earth. We will not fly in the sky. We will not fly in the sky. Why? Because the air will be not provided. And if we go to the near to the moon, then we can fly there. Why? Because the air will be very less. Not at all the air will be. We can fly near the earth. You can see maybe scientists and each and everyone when they are going to the satellite to find the different types of things which are going to happen above the sky that we can see. And that is why geographers say that when it gets hot, the air pressure becomes low, and when it becomes cool, air pressure increases. In similar terms, if one increases, the other decreases. This is called as inverse relationship. See, some air pressure becomes low, some air pressures becomes low, some air pressures will become high, and that is sometimes heat and sometimes cold. That is called as a relationship between the decreases and increases is called as inverse relationship. Underline page number 40, first paragraph, you underline full. And when heated air rises, it starts losing the energy in the form of heat that it got from Earth's surface. When the energy decreases, the molecules slow down, becomes more sluggish and get closer to each other. Air becomes cooler and denser. Denser air starts falling background towards Earth's surface due to gravity. They don't have enough energy to fight against gravity anymore. Wherever this cool air descends, the air pressure increases. See, that is not all. When any part of the earth heats up and causes low pressure, it means that there is more vacant space and less molecules. Now, air from the other parts where the pressure is higher moves towards this vacant place. It is not difficult for them, for they have to only move along the earth's surface and thus need not go too much against gravity. That is why we say the wind flows from high pressure areas to the low pressure areas. See, wind will be passes from high pressures to low pressures, and later on it has the energy levels in the form of heat that is got from the earth's surface. When the earth's surface will go and to the upper part in the middle, and it will get some heat and sunlight and get closer to each other. Air becomes cooler and denser. Air becomes little bit cooler. Yes or no? If you go up, it will be cool. Again go up, it will be very much cool. And let us see clearly about the things. That is not all. When any part of the earth heats up and causes low pressure. See, when earth heats and causes low pressure. And that is why we say that the wind flows from high to low pressure. And these are the important topics about the atmosphere, and in that we have read about homosphere, heterosphere, troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere and exosphere, and pressure belts and planetary winds. I have explained you. If you are having any doubts, please ask me, don't hesitate. And page number 38. Read 38 and 39. Once go back to the lesson, you can easily understand. And I said you about this go thorough with this picture and easily you can get. Thank you ma. Thank you children.